Grimoire, how works this?
The chieftain needs to slide the key into the slot, then turn.
Akrog sees. Will not turn.
No. It must be the wrong key, then. Every Brittlebone door has a different one.
Noah Crush? He can try, but it is strong. Maybe...
Shovelclaw! Noag eat!
No. Noag eat not. Shovelclaws are friends of trolls, but, Saska has an idea. Stay here. Easy.
Zaska, dig through Earth?
The tunnel was there already. Zaska only crawled through it. He told them, being small is not all bad.
Interesting. There are words, too.
What say they?
Aeonir, bless these beings. Part of the stone plate is missing. It makes no sense like this. Bless them with what? They should come back here later.
Oh, the flesh stinks.
Crawl root juice. The Brittlebones use it to stop corpses from rotting, so they can cut them open and study them.
Study them? Huh. Wonder what old Mugwa would think of that.
Brittlebone ways are curious. Has the flesh slowness in it, chieftain?
A lot. They should take apart.
Noag eat rest?
No, it is bad for the guts. Trust Akrog.
Telling you, they'll be back any moment now. You're welcome to go look.
Nurbok will stay right here.
Nurbok, it is the chieftain.
Chieftain Bloodhexer, I was just convincing your great warrior not to squish my brains out.
What are Nurbok, Crumb, and Zeramak doing here? They were supposed to be down the mountain with the tribe.
The tribe is down the mountain, safe and sound. Nurbok just wanted to be sure his trusted one, the chieftain, and the Moonblood are all right.
Crumb is sorry, chieftain. Zeramak and Crumb tried to stop him.
Speak not as though Nurbok were not here.
Nurbok meant well, but next time he should heed the chieftain's word.
But worry not. He will leave the chieftain and the stranger to their brittle-bone talks now. Zeramak, Nurbok saw something worth salvaging. Come.
Of course. Sorry, chieftain. Have patience, chieftain. He will come around.
Indubitably. So, you found the slowness?
It is true.
Show me. Good. That worked. Take a look at the Echo Shaper, chieftain. How does it feel? Can you sense the slowness?
Akrog can. He can barely think when he holds it.
Good. Now let me try something. Perfect. It worked.
The stranger did something. The feeling, it is gone.
Yes, because I sealed it inside the Echo Shaper. And something tells me this is exactly how the Hibernians here opened and closed their gates. Duality magic.
Explanation, please. In words even Grimoire could understand.
Opposites. It's a fundamental concept of our magic, even our world. Fire and ice, sound and silence, renegades and guardians. My theory is that these portals are sealed with an extremely powerful echo, and it takes the opposite to dispel it.
Noag confused.
Just imagine this portal were a wall of fire. What would we need to put it out?
Water. So the stranger believes the sacred seal made these hex gates with different echoes. Is that it?
A different echo for every gate, each respective to their patron guardian. That first portal, the one you said felt opposite to what was in the bone, who was it dedicated to?
Hirin.
guardian god of wind, rain, souls, and transience. That's why the echo of the bone felt opposite to the portal. What could be more opposite to movement than something dead?
Now this is making sense. So every time the brittle bones wanted to open a hex gate, they had to...
enchant the Echo Shaper with the reverse echo of the corresponding portal. The Dark Echo.
Now the time window they saw makes more sense. The gatekeeper looked surprised when the Hierophant wanted him to open the hex gate.
Probably because it was a difficult process, yes. I imagine that slowness, or rather stillness, is probably easier to find than the other Dark Echoes.
It is true. This is a difficult way to open a hex gate, though. Why found they not something easier?
Well, I'm guessing if there was an easy way to dispel these portal sigils, they wouldn't have been nearly as potent. This is a prison, Chieftain. Of course you'd want the thickest bars.
Well, it seemed like the thickest bars helped them not. The brittle bones are all dead.
True. Though we do not yet know why.
So the Echo Shaper can open the hex gate now.
Well, that's the big question, isn't it? Go ahead, Chieftain. Try it.
Magua praise.
It worked! Gate go blue!
Indeed. Good work, Chieftain.
Oh, just stop the brooding grunts already. The stranger is right. The Moonkin did cursed good work here. Now let them see what that other temple looks like.
Fine. Stranger, tell Nurbak and Crumb to get the tribe up here and set up their shelters.
Wait, the chieftain wants to...
This will be the new tribe camp. It is true. They will not find a place easier to shield than this. Akrog has spoken.
And wisely so. I'll let your shepherd and great warrior know. Good luck, wherever that portal may lead. I will think about what the dark echoes of the other ones might be. Especially that of the masked goddess.
Good. Sharp tusks and thick hide.
And so it was decided. The Brittlebone Temple would be the Moonkin's new tribe camp, at least for a while. Had he made the right decision? Chieftain Akrog knew not. All he knew as he cast a last look over his shoulder before stepping through the hex gate was that a chilling power clung to the halls of this dead temple. A power the Moonkin direly needed.
All right. Now where by Mogua's sweet utters are they?
Look like island.
Oh, really? Zazka was so confused. What he means is, where on Urgath are they? This is not the jungle.
Could be the ocean surrounding the screaming stones far down south. It is hard to tell.
So the Sacred Seal built their temples all across the land.
So it seems. It makes sense, of course. The farther the parts of the beast are from each other, the better.
True. Well, let them search the temple then. The sarcophagus must be here some... Wait. They see?
More air sparkles.
Your Reverence. Blessed be the Guardians. Blessed be. Apologies for coming on such short notice. I hope I'm not disturbing you.
What? No, not at all, Your Reverence. We were just wondering as to the purpose of your visit. The seal is still intact.
Yes, that's what you believe. Take me to the sarcophagus.
As you demand. Your Reverence, are you?
What?
Nothing. Forgive me.
That was the Hierophant. Ishara.
It is true. And the other one seemed to be a chieftain too, at least of some sort. Grungwa felt a strong power from both of them.
Other chieftain not look happy about Hierophant coming.
Surprised. Well, maybe there are some more time windows farther into the temple. Come, and crush sticks ready.
How chieftanish. Zazka must say, Trusted One is starting to sound more like Narjak every day.
Come.
So big. What in there?
Must have been where the brittle bones of this temple lived.
Prisons of stone.
But probably a lot harder to crush than a troll shelter. Zeramak should take a look at these buildings, Akrog. The Moonkin could learn a thing or two.
They will see.
What that? Looks like a golem. Stone come to life thanks to brittlebone hexes. They probably use them as warriors, so they should be careful.
It looks not alive.
And it is blocking the way. Maybe they could bring it back to life.
Even if they could, they should not. Brittlebone hexes are dangerous.
Grunwar, how dangerous are these golems?
Depends. This one looks not big, but some of them can use hexes, so there is no saying. As Grunwar said, they should stay away from it.
Comes that fearfulness with age.
Caution and fearfulness are not the same things.
Is there any way they can make it come to life?
Grunwar knows not. But maybe that hole in its chest has something to do with it. The golems Grunwar saw always had a glowing part there, a heart.
So maybe, if they found the heart...
Maybe.
Tusks. What on Urgath is that?
Must be some hex power. Look at the bone people. The wind freezes them.
It looks not alive.
And it is blocking the way. Maybe they could bring it back to life.
Even if they could, they should not. Brittlebone hexes are dangerous.
Let him see.
Careful! It moved!
Driving me nuts, that's my problem. Just rock, water and cold every bloody day. And that goddamn cold.
But it's safe, Lana. No one can get in. That's the entire point.
And no one leaves, neither.
You know, we're here for a greater purpose.
Wilfred! Lana! What is it? Hierophant Ishara. They say she's coming to the temple.
What? But the last blessing was...
3 moons ago. That's the point. No one knows why she's here.
What is it?
Looks like the part of a golem heart, like the one they found earlier. But this one is frozen.
Best take it with them then. It might be useful later.
Is old fur cold?
Quiet.
Why? It is true, is it not? How old is Grunwar now? 100? He...
Zazka, stop it.
What is?
The air is sparkly here. Like there is a time window, but Akrog cannot feel it yet. Let them look around. Maybe they can find something to make it stronger.
Trusted One. The Spirit Caller. Never thought Zazka would call him that.
A brittlebone pierce stick. All rusty from the rain.
Is breaking free.
That helped. The time window is getting stronger. Still not enough, though. Let them keep looking.
Maybe beyond that wall there.
A parchment. Grunwar can read brittlebone writing, no? What says this?
Let him see. A letter.
What is a letter?
It is a thing brittlebones do. They write messages on a parchment and have other brittlebones or birds carry them to whoever the message is for. Why they no just say then? No one knows.
And what says it?
Hard to make out. The rain has washed away most of it. But it looks like this brittlebone was a warrior and had been having dark thoughts and acting strangely. The chieftain of this temple told him off.
Interesting. They will need more memories, though. Let them keep looking.
Zazka okay?
All good. What should he look for?
Anything that looks unusual. Weapons, armor, shiny things. Anything?
No weapons. But this. Can Grunwar read it?
Looks like some sort of holy book. like Magwa's tablets.
So it also tells of a god that cares or exists not then.
Stop, Zaska. Just stop.
Says it anything useful about the temple? Or where they guard the cub here?
Grungwall can barely make out the words right now, but it seems like what the Moonkin and the stranger believes is right. The Brittlebones cut the field dog into 5 pieces and locked each into a separate temple. Grungwall will read the book thoroughly once they get back to the tribe camp.
Akrog sees. He... Wait. The time window. Akrog can feel it now. Back.
We need to look for other options. Maybe we could hire some muscle from the mercenary corps here. They could...
The beast is too strong for us.
What?
You asked why I'm here. And that's it. Even with the seals, we will never be able to contain the field dog.
Then, what are you planning to do?
I'll tell you. It's risky, but the only way. Warriors, open the gate.
Of course, Your Reverence.
There is more to find there.
Can the chieftain find out?
Let him try.
What is it, High Priestess? Are you coming?
Your Reverence, Ishara. I know the past moons have been hard for you. I mean, I was shocked when I found out what happened to High Priestess Galia, but you... It's a tragedy. But you must not let this affect your judgment. Whatever you plan on doing, call in a conclave of the 5 first.
Stopped. Again.
Big Blood, careful!
I would, if there were time.
We can use Albric's spirit messages. They're...
Lara, in these 40 years, have I ever done anything that went against the interests of the Sacred Seal? Ever?
No.
Exactly. Just trust me on this. Please.
Whatever the Hierophant tried to do, it worked out not.
No.
And yet, the cub managed not to escape. Let them march on. These died not the same way as the ones near the portal. They see those wounds? They were mauled, like from a wyvern.
Or something else. Grungwall will say it one more time. This is a bad idea. Zarek's cub is vile and honorless, and this stranger...
Old Fur has a bad feeling about everything. What suggests he they do instead, Pray until their tusks fall out to a goddess who, admit it, gives not a beak shit about the Moonkin?
All right, that is enough. Zaska is forgetting himself.
Zaska's just saying things how they are, and an old useless fool will not stop him.
Magwa's tusks, what is wrong with Zaska? What happened between Grungwar and him?
Except that Grungwar is a lying old fool? Nothing.
Grungwar has been nothing but kind to him, and he has never lied to Zaska.
That's so? Then what about the time Grungwar urged Chieftain Narjak to kill the worm-eater cub he found on the battlefield? That ugly, small-tusked cub named Zazka that would forever be a cursed stranger?
All right, quiet now. Zazka is not thinking clearly. It was Nurbok who urged Narjak to not take Zazka in, not Grungwar.
No, it was both of them. Akrog remembers how Zazka always said he has memories of that day, but they were foggy. Well, the memories returned. 3 Moonkin found Zazka that day, and 2 of them urged Narjak to crush him, even though Mugwa's laws say a cub who cannot yet walk must not be harmed. Had Narjak not stayed strong, there would be no Zazka today.
No understand. Zazka is Moonkin.
He is now, but there was a time when he was not. A long time ago, an enemy troll tribe, the Worm-Eaters, attacked the Moonkin. The Moonkin fought them back, and the Worm-Eaters fled their tribe camp. But they left a cub there. Sire Narjak took pity on him and made him a Moonkin. In other words, he is a Moonkin in spirit, but not in blood. That is also why he looks so different.
Oh, just say it, Akrog. Zazka is small, weak, and brittle-tusked. So it is true, no, Grungwar? It was not only Nurbok who wanted Zazka dead, but Grungwar too.
It was a difficult time.
Right. Then all this kindness and patience was just for show, was it not? Rot it. Nurbok and Grungwar really deserve each other.
Why? Why would Grungwar do this?
Oh, because Zazka was not kin back then. He was a worm-eater from the same tribe that killed so many Moonkin.
And that makes it right to break Mugwa's laws and kill a scared cub?
It does not. Grungwar made a mistake, and he regrets it deeply.
Puh. Shove this regret where the sun never shines. All this talk about honor and the laws, yet he would kill a little cub. He should be ashamed of himself.
That was terrible, Grungwar.
It is true. Yet it seemed like the right decision at the time. Now,
Tusks. They hear that sound?
What was that?
whatever it was, they should not stay here a moment longer than necessary. Grungwar can sense great hex power behind the gate. That is where the sarcophagus of the cub must be. But how can they get through the gate?
It is too strong for Noak to smash. But there are no tunnels to dig through either. Can Trusted One sense a time window?
No. Let them look around. Maybe there is a... Oh, rot it! The wall! Bone people!
It was a difficult time. Right.
They can talk about this in the tribe camp.
There is nothing to talk about. Something is nearby. Something with hex power.
The hex power comes from this, no? Grungwar.
Akrog speaks true. Let him see what the inscription says. Herein be the summer to our winter, the sandstorm to our blizzard, the fire to our cold. Herein guide our spirits into the river of souls.
Mugwal's tusks, what was that? He feels like his blood is boiling.
Must be a divine blessing to help the brittle bones here with the cold. This could be useful, chieftain.
Fine. Metal and locked. Curse it, this place is full of them.
Maybe they tried to keep that beast they heard earlier, whatever it is, from escaping.
How did they get through, though?
There is a shovel claw tunnel over there. Maybe it will get him past the gate. Mugwa's polished udders. Curse it.
Zazka, okay?
All good. The tunnel just led elsewhere. Looks like some kind of thing-keeping shelter.
Then look if there is anything the Moonkin can use, and come back here.
All right, Wait. Zazka knows that smell. Let him get the others over here.
We just need to have faith, Roderick. The Guardians will protect us, come what may.
Just like they protected Avina when she threw herself off that cliff.
That was her choice, and hers alone.
No, it was the Hierophant's choice when she decided to lock us up in that prison with that beast. We should have just gone home when that stupid Shadow Shard couldn't kill it.
Then the beast would have just resurrected itself.
But not before we were already back on our boat. I'm telling you, we are no match for that thing. Just being close to the sarcophagus drives me nuts.
Zazka knows how to get through the gate. These barrels will help.
They smell strange. Knows Zazka what is in them?
He does. Boom powder. At least that is what Zazka calls it. The Brittlebones have some fancy name for it. Fire powder, or something like that. They use it to blow things up. Walls, trees, other brittle bones. Just put it somewhere and toss a torch at it. Job done.
How knows Trusted One about this?
Been there, done that.
Speak true, trusted one.
Well, remember that old trading post they came across about 3 moons ago? It belonged to Brittlebones. Maybe Zazka found a pouch of Brittlebone stuff there, and played around with it.
And he told Chieftain Narjik not.
Grungwar gets not to judge Zazka. Not Grungwar.
Stop it. Now is not the time. That sounds not very safe.
Well, it is not if one keeps hugging the barrel after the wood has started burning. Just be out of the way when it goes boom, and there's no problem.
All right. Worth a try.
They will need more barrels, though. Let them look.
If they had boom powder, they might be able to do something here.
As perfect as a dough in heat. Now they need fire. Zazka promised too much?
Not at all. Good work.
Maybe Moonkin can make Big Temple Gate go boom too?
Worth trying. But they will need more boom powder.
Then let them look for more. Another golem. Is it not, Grungwar?
This one is made of ice, and it is very, very powerful. No, I'm cold.
Grungwar, is there a way the Moonkin could harness the golem's power? Control it, perhaps?
Why?
Maybe it could help them get through the gate to the sarcophagus. Can they control it?
Grungwar could try, but he knows not if it works. Also, they would need to wake it first. Akrog sees that hole in its chest. It is missing its heart. Just like Stone Golem do. Noag speaks true.
Well, then they know what to do. They have to find the ice golem's heart.
Yes. What did you want to show me?
Look,
A fish basket.
that's our entire morning's haul. A few mackerels and half of them are too tiny to feed a toddler. Something's happened to these waters, High Priestess. They used to be brimming over with fish, and now we're hardly catching anything. If this goes on, we'll soon be facing worse problems than that cursed clump of flesh in the temple.
I'll think of something. Stay brave, brother. Kieran smiles on us, he does.
So the Brittlebones here were running out of food.
And their chieftain thought the cub was responsible for it.
More dead Brittlebones.
And mauled, too. Probably the work of whatever that beast was that killed the ones at the gate to the sarcophagus room. Come, look around. Maybe the ice golem's heart is here somewhere.
Not fair, that's all I'm saying. First they put him on vigil at the sarcophagus for Moon Street, then they complain if he goes a little loony. They should have alternated shifts like they used to. I'm telling you, I should have never signed up for this. You will return to the Empire as heroes. Bullshit! We'll never return again. We'll bloody die in this place.
Now you're blaspheming. We need to be here. You know what would happen if we weren't.
All right. What does Akrog need to do, Grungwar? Just put the heart into the hole.
That should make it come to life. Grungwar will then try to control it with a hex.
All right then. Be ready. There it goes. Grungwar.
Magua bless these old hands. He is trying. Grungwar, he's sorry.
What by Magua happened?
What looked it like. Grungwar could not control it. He was too weak. Too old.
It is fine. He tried.
Is there any way they can bring that thing back to life?
No. No, Grungwar thinks not. But... they see that. The heart?
It is still glowing.
It is true. They should take a look at it. Thought so. It is still full of hex power. Interesting.
Is it useful?
Grungwa thinks so. It is true. They should be able to use some of the Golem's hex power with the heart alone.
It can turn Noag into Golem?
No, but maybe cast a useful hex or two. They should hold on to it, Chieftain.
All right, time to crush the gate then. They have enough boom powder now. All right, Zazka, help Akrog. They need to... Mugwa help them.
What's that? It's bigger than Noag.
Akrog knows not. Maybe the cub.
No. This was a Zaret Nar. A Tribe-Eater.
Tribe-Eater? Akrog remembers a story. He thought they only lived in wastelands.
They do. Grungwa understands not how it could have ended up here. Unless the Sacred Seal created it. Very strange.
Well, at least they now know what mauled these brittle bones. That demon wiped out the temple.
Well, maybe they will find answers behind that gate. Zazka, help Akrog with the barrels. That worked better than Akrog thought.
The Tribe-Eater. It is down there.
The Moonkin will face it. Come, and crush sticks ready.
Down, down, down. Akrog breathed deeply as they descended the temple stairs, trying to hide his growing unease for Noag's sake. Somewhere down there, a piece of the field dog was waiting for them to claim it. And if they could trust their ears, a Tribe-Eater awaited them too.
Noag no like. Feels strange here.
That is the hex power.
No. It's like something is watch him. Look into his head.
Little Blood is just nervous. Come, let them find the sarcophagus.
And then I open my eyes, and he's there. Floating just below the ceiling, with his skin all rotten and black holes for eyes. And you know what he says? It was a losing battle, Lara. It was a losing battle from the start. I mean, I know it was just a dream. But still, I can't get those words out of my mind. It was a losing battle from the start.
It was. Because we thought our virtue was more important than our power.
What do you mean, Your Reverence?
Nothing. I'm sorry. The sarcophagus?
We put too much faith in our virtue? What meant she?
Akrog knows not. No sign of the cub.
But there is hex power here. Perhaps the echo of these seals the stranger mentioned. The ones they use to shield the sarcophagus.
Tusks. Where is the part of the cub?
Someone must have taken it. Or that Tribe-Eater was the cub after all.
Akrog thinks not. They look different. There is a time window nearby, though. Maybe they can...
Big Blood?
What is it?
Noag, I feel unwell. Something is here. Something is...
Kill it! Its chest. It glows.
Could that be?
Trusted one, cut him open. Now!
Sure. A great way to end a great day. Well, may his tusks fall off. That is... an arm?
From the cub. The field dog.
What by Mugwa's glistening udders was it doing inside the Tribe-Eater's body? That makes no rotten sense.
Zazka is right. Maybe the Hierophant... Wait! Chieftain, look!
The time window. Touching the arm must have made it appear.
Open it then. Maybe this way they can understand what happened here.
Is everything well, Your Reverence? You've been staring at the creature for a while.
We killed her, Lara. It's our fault Galia died.
What do you mean? It was that traitor.
No. He only dealt the killing blow. We led her to the gallows. Your husband was right, you know. It was a losing battle from the start. Because we put too much faith in our virtue and too little in our power.
I don't understand, Your Reverence. Come, we should go back upstairs, then we can...
We will never be able to contain this beast. Even torn apart and shielded with duality magic. It's just too... fucking smart.
Guards! Guards!
What? You think I'm the villain now? Oh, you sorry little fool. The light races will never win. At least not if we keep fighting the way we used to. We worry about honor, faith, and ideals, whereas all they care about is one thing: winning. And that's what really matters. I will consume the power of the field dark. There is no need to keep it trapped here. I will siphon its essence. And when I'm done, these disgusting parts will be nothing more than rotting flesh.
You're mad, Shara. No one can control the field dark, even you. You're...
I already took care of the torso, so I think I can handle a cursed arm. But first, it's your turn.
No! Don't! Mistake!
I'm sorry, sister. Your sacrifice will be remembered. Now, show me what you have.
I can't.
No. No, you can't. You can't.
Magwa's tusks.
What was that? What did they just see?
The Hierophant. She was the demon.
What?
It is true. The Hierophant. She must have tried to leech the field dark's power. But he was stronger and turned her into this beast.
What by Magwa made her think she could control it? The field dark is a demigod. She was a brittlebone.
A powerful one. But Akrog speaks true. It was a foolish idea, and she got what was coming to her.
And then wiped out the entire temple as a demon. Brittlebones call this irony.
So the field dog took control of her.
At least this is what it looked like to Grungwa. She allowed the field dog's hex power into her mind, hoping she could dominate it. But instead, it dominated her and turned her into that.
No, I'll never want to be turned into something else.
Zazka would. Something less beautiful for the sake of the Moonkin's doze.
She also spoke of someone getting killed, no? Galia.
It is true. Maybe some other warrior of her tribe.
But they saw her do something similar to the torso in the time window, no? If she could siphon the strength from the torso, why not from the arm?
She siphoned the other priestess too. But as to the chieftain's question, Grungwa knows not. Maybe she was strong enough to hold one part of the cub's power, but not two.
Or the cub tricked her into believing she could do it.
Or that.
The field dog corrupted the shaman when she touched the arm. Will it corrupt the Moonkin too?
Grungwa knows not. He hopes not, unless they let it into their heads. But how can they know? But Grungwa has said his piece. He thinks this is dangerous. But if the chieftain still believes this is a good idea, he will bow to his word. After all, he is right. They have little choice.
Look at that. An old brain can see sense after all.
Grungwa understands why Zazka hates him now. He has every right to. But let this hatred not affect the strength of the tribe. The Moonkin need to stick together, now more than ever.
Well, tell that to his trusted one, Nurbok.
Grungwa is right, trusted one. There will be time to talk about this another day. Let them go back. The kin must have set up the tribe camp by now, and Akrog grows tired of this place.
The four trolls marched in silence as they returned from the Hex Gate, carrying the arm of Zarek's cub between them. Too strong were the memories of their first journey into the many temples of the Sacred Seal. The Hierophant killing her own kin, the Hierophant turning into a demon, Zazka's dark words towards Grungwar. But above all else was the strange sense of being all four of them felt. The sense that a fifth creature was walking alongside them.
It reacts.
Still looks like dead meat to Zazka.
No, the stranger is right. The hex power here, it changed. It is more alive now.
And the stranger really thinks this is going to work. The Moonkin just find all the pieces, the stranger casts his little hex, and the cub will walk again?
Oh, trust me, there's nothing little about that hex. But yes, that seems to be the method. But in order to do that, we need to break the other 3 seals first.
And for that, they will need to find their dark echoes.
Correct. Now, we got lucky on Hirin's seal because the bones contained the exact echo we needed, and the portal was right there for you to compare it with. The other ones aren't going to be that easy. That said, I have done some thinking while you were gone. This masked goddess still remains a mystery. But I have solid theories on Shana and Nihalf, the patrons of the other 2 shrines. Which one would you like to hear first?
Finding these dark echoes will take the Moonkin a lot of time and strength. Is there no other way to break the seals?
If there is, it's beyond our capabilities. Keep in mind, even the Sacred Seal themselves, who created these portals, used an Echo Shaper to open them. I will keep thinking, of course, but for now I believe this is our best course of action. We know there are keys, and we have clues as to what they look like. We just need to find them.
So the Moonkin cannot know for sure which echo they need?
I'm afraid not. But again, we have hints, so even though failure is a possibility, it's not like we'll be firing arrows into the dark.
Only into the twilight.
Chieftain Akrog, you have a poetic streak.
Poetic?
Never mind.
Akrog has been thinking. Each Guardian is the patron of more than one thing, no? So is there more than one dark echo for each of them?
That's correct, there must be. Though some of them will certainly be harder to find than others. Let's take Hirin. He also represents the passage of souls. Good luck finding a dark echo for that.
They should look for simple echoes then.
Exactly, but I've done that already.
All right. Tell him about Shana. Who is she, and what could her dark echo be?
That one's fairly simple. Shana is also known as the Gentle Hand and the Mother, and she's the guardian goddess of maternal love, kindness, compassion, and homes. I think the dark echo we should focus on with her is cruelty.
As simple as a fist to the face.
That's correct, but I see no value in focusing on the more complex aspects of her. Kindness and compassion against cruelty. It doesn't get any simpler than that.
The stranger speaks true. Nihalf is the guardian of the tiny Brittlebones, no?
He's worshipped by many of the light races, but the dwarves are his most ardent followers indeed. He's a bit tricky. Nihalf embodies craftsmanship, courage, honor, glory, and honesty.
Noag honest.
I believe that. Now, I'm not sure how we're supposed to find the dark echo of craftsmanship, but the other aspects are simpler. Cowardice, disgrace, lies. They are easy to find.
Even within the tribe?
Beg your pardon?
It matters not. Who could this masked goddess be, though? If she is a guardian, then she must be known.
Well, I assumed the same thing. But I went through all my books, and there's absolutely nothing. Ellen is sometimes depicted with a hood, but I doubt that's enough to call her a masked goddess.
This is bad then. If they cannot break her Hex Gate seal, it matters not if they break all the others.
I'm aware, and I'm doing my best to solve that problem. This place is brimming with Hibernian writing, so there's got to be more information somewhere. Which brings me to a little request. If you find any Hibernian writings on your quest, bring them to me. Even if it tells us nothing about the masked goddess, the more we know about the sacred seal, the better.
They can do that. Cruelty and cowardice. Where are the Moonkin supposed to find them?
And therein lies the rub. If I were you, I'd start with cruelty, though. That should be easier to find. Maybe in a burning village, a freshly raided troll tribe camp. Or maybe you could even create it yourself. When you're there, just use your gift to feel for the echo. Only you can decide whether it's the one we need.
All right, Akrog will do what he can. He will look around the tribe camp first, though. Seems like everybody has settled in.